Hello, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and the North Node. Welcome. This will be your sacred energy reading. Okay, Cancer. To those who are keen to book me for a reading, you'll find my email listed down below in the description box. Let us tap in and talk to God. Okay. I'm channeling the energy and I'm seeing that there's pieces of you everywhere. Pieces of you that should belong to you are in situations and people that has to do with your trauma. It's like there's that situation, that person that took something from you, and it's time to call your power back, Cancer. It's time to reclaim your energy, Cancer. That's what I'm channeling. Okay, let's tap in here. Let's talk to God. We have the Wheel of Fortune reversed. In life, you've experienced very unfortunate things and people. Very unfortunate things and people. And there's a lot you've had to learn to walk away from, move on from, and accept. And as you've done so, you've gotten to a better point in your life. And as you are there at that better point, there needs to be more work to be done within you. Because just because you are better than before, it doesn't mean you should stop working on yourself. And it doesn't mean you should dwell on what you are better from. You are better from this. Doesn't mean you should dwell on what this used to be, because you're not better from it. Be in the better, but understand that it can get even better. And just seek that, so that life will always take you there. Better things, better people, better experiences, better environment. And this is not to say perfection. It will be perfect. No, it won't be perfect, but it will be better. So it won't be like what it used to be. It'll be better. And no matter how it looks in the better, don't combine or compare better to what it used to be. Because there is no comparison. It's just better. And it is what it is. So as you keep choosing better, you might not know where it's going to take you, but at least you are choosing and deciding to get there. At least you know where you're going, even though you don't know where you're going, but you know it's better there. There are people that never work on themselves and they stay in old patterns of thinking and feeling and understanding life, not caring how it impacts them or others around them. Those be the people that cause the trauma. Don't be like them. Move forward. Move forward. Keep moving forward. It's okay as you keep moving forward to keep being pulled back. Not to say that you are being pulled back and it's working. No, it's to say that you are being pulled back and you are seeing how far you've come. It's okay, in other words, Cancer, simply put, that as you are living this life and you're doing your best to be the best version of yourself, and you're doing your best every day, and life is life nonetheless, it doesn't mean that your best is not enough, because Even when you're doing your best, things can still go a certain way, a way that you don't want. But it doesn't mean that your best, there's something wrong with your best, or your best is not enough, or this is not the best of you. No, it just means that life is still what it is. Don't try to be above life by wanting it to be controlled by you. Let it be what it is and just learn to cohabitat. And how you learn to cohabitat is you learn to release. Yesterday won't be today. Today won't be tomorrow. Even if you are in yesterday, because what happened yesterday might be still in your mind, in your heart, in your spirit, in your body. Yesterday is still not today. You're just carrying yesterday. And tomorrow is not today. You can carry today into tomorrow. You can stay in the same energy, but life, the energy of it, will always evolve. Trick is, are you in sync with the evolution of the frequencies, the wavelengths, the vibrations of life? Or are you everywhere else? Because you've given yourself to people and things that took you and now have you chained in a certain trauma. And the thing about trauma, it's like a horror movie where you watch something that activates a lot within your mind, heart, and spirit and body, but it's not good. It's horror. And you need to learn, like a horror movie, to know that it's just a movie. And in life, the trauma is trauma. The pain is the pain. It's real. You went through it. Yes, I acknowledge that and I understand that. But what I'm saying is, yes, it's real, but it doesn't own you. You are not what you went through. You are bigger than that. You went through that, yes, but you are not what you went through. You don't walk around saying, "Oh, I'm Taurus." Why am I saying Taurus? Taurus rules struggle, but also Taurus rules time. It's okay to struggle with life until with time you learn life. It's like we make the mistake of not flowing with the energy because that one thing has us in our hearts and in our minds. So our hearts and minds belong to that one thing because that's what's within, because we keep living with this thing and then life just keeps going. And we take it personal that, oh, no one cares, no one knows. But it's just not that. It's that life just is what it is. And unfortunately, there is what comes with it. But learning that you are not the pain, you are not the trauma. That is not you. That is what you went through. It's like it was your fire and you came out unscathed. That was God's promise. Even in the wilderness, you'll get to the peace. And as you keep getting to the peace, learn to be okay with wanting more peace or better peace. No matter what form of peace you need, peace of mind, peace of heart, peace of spirit, peace of body, peace of world, you can manifest that for yourself. You can call that in. That prayer can be answered. You just need to learn your own frequency, your own wavelength and vibration, and be able to communicate with the earth around you by understanding that it is what it is and you are who you are. Understand that your trauma is what it is, but you are who you are. Separate yourself from that. That is not you. It is what you went through. You are not that person you did that with. You are not that thought that keeps haunting you. You're not that emotion that is not healing. You're not that flashback. You're not that memory. You are not that guilt, regret. You are not that envy. You are not that jealousy. You are not that. Rebuke the Jezebel. Rebuke the karmic spirit. You are not that. You are not. You are not that. As long as you keep choosing to be better than it. You can't say, oh, I'm not this, but you do it. This, but then you don't want to, because you keep, how are we going to, if you keep, let's, you know, learn to understand your pain so that you can heal it. Because you can't heal from something you don't even know. Because what are you healing? It's just pain. How are you going to heal something you don't know the problem to? It's like having having a wound but not knowing how to treat it. And you just sometimes you can think you know, but you're just pouring alcohol on it. And it seems like, oh no, it's getting worse. But then that alcohol, that spirit of it is going to increase the healing. There's things and people and places that can increase our healing or decrease it. But we need to discern. We need to see, man, is this helping me? Or is it making me worse? And why do I feel like I have to make it worse? Why am I making what is already of such pain have more pain tied to it? It's like, why am I doing that to myself? Why am I not listening to myself when I can already feel, see, think, hear that no, this is not right for me? And just remove it and see it differently. And understand that you're not to blame for the fact that you were traumatized, but you are not the trauma. Okay, Cancer. Let's tap in further to the energy. It's like even if there's that one experience that keeps repeating itself in your life where it's out of your control, it's like you want to be better. You are doing what you can to be better or to get a better experience out of this. Let's say, for example, an analogy, a reference point, a case study. You always have bad luck with friends. Friendships just always man, nothing works. They always want to be you or be like you or steal from you or hurt you or back. It's never genuine and sincere. And then you keep trying and it keeps happening, but that's out of your control because you know in it you are genuine and sincere. It does not mean that you should stop trying. And it does not mean that when you try, you must not allow yourself to just let it be what it is regardless, because you can't control it. You can't control that person. You can be genuine and sincere all you like, but that person can choose to be who they want to be. Let that not change you. Choose you. Don't fall into anything that is outside of your heart, your mind, your spirit, or your body. By tying yourself and binding yourself and your experiences of life to any trauma. Because let's say now, yes, you have this bad luck, but those experiences in the beginning, when it was happening, you used to be so heartbroken until you learned that, it's life. And you learn what you learned from that person and you move on and you try again and not attach yourself to it because that's not you. You are not that person's decision and choice to betray you. That's not you. That's not your energy. Why are you housing that in you by looking at it as if it has something to do with you? They did that. They just did it to you, but they did it. But it's not you. It's like even in those friendships, who knows? This one might teach you this taught me love, some taught me patience. Na 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 na. That was amazing. Thank you. Next, treat like that. Like it's like treat every day like thank you. Whatever today was today. Tomorrow is tomorrow. But don't link and bind tomorrow to anything outside of whatever it is it will be because you don't even know what tomorrow brings. So just let it be what it is. Learn to coexist. Don't try to control it. Okay? We have the Seven of Swords. Like, if you lived every day worrying about tomorrow's going to be a bad day, then by default, you already calling that in because that's what you are channeling. You're not allowing it to be something other than that. So it will be that. You're not meant to allow it to be anything other than what it is. Anything in life, just let it be what it is. It is that. The sun is the sun. Whether you want it like this or you think it's like this or you want it this or you feel this way about it, it is what it is. As your trauma, you can narrate it all kinds of ways in your heart and mind and switch it up and look at it like this and like this, but nonetheless, it is what it is. You were traumatized. But you are not the trauma, you were just traumatized. You are not the depression, you were just depressed. You are not the sadness, you were just experiencing it. All of it. You were just experiencing it. So experience it. You're experiencing life. So just experience it. And don't hold on to what used to be because it doesn't exist. What exists is now. Hold on to nothing but the fact that this is what it is. Whether you're holding on to now, back then, you're holding on to anything. This is what it is. So don't hold on to anything. That's what life is about. Just surrender. How are you going to try and control something you don't even understand? Even yourself, it's a learning experience where you have to understand you. The decisions and choices you make are for you to understand yourself. Even if you make a mistake, even if you do this, you do that, it'll lead you to a better place of understanding because you won't see it the same. It won't be the same. It never will. It'll be whatever it will be, but not the same as it was. So just let it be. And what was doesn't exist. Give yourself the time to release the trauma by understanding that it's not you. Therefore, it needs to go. Allow yourself to let it go. Even if you're triggered, tomorrow you might not be. Tomorrow you might learn that, oh, I'm just triggered. But yesterday it was, why am I triggered? But allow yourself. It's life. It's okay. It's okay. Okay, Cancer? You are not your trauma. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and the North Node. This was your sacred energy reading, okay? Cancer, if you're keen to book me for a reading, you'll find my email listed in my description box down below. I thank you all for everything, okay, Cancer? See you soon. Goodbye.